Hey everybody, today I'm going to do a different type of video. I'm often asked, where is this trail at, and where do I find this trail? How do I access this trail? So today I'm going to show you how I make my own off-road ATV, UTV / Jeep maps using Google Earth and my cell phone. It works everywhere you go because your phone is attached to a satellite or linked to the satellite, and using location services, you're always a blue dot on Google Earth. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to use my video, the Stinky Trail. You guys that have been around for a while might remember this older video. It's a few years old, back when I first got my KRX, but you can see from my homepage, this is a picture from the Stinky River. Really cool little spot, but it's a nice short little trail where I can make a quick video and show you guys how to make these maps. So a couple of things that you want to make sure that you do is we want to use Google Earth, not Google Maps, Google Earth, and we want to run it in the browser, not the app. So what you're going to want to do is open a new tab, and if you don't have Google Earth installed on your computer, then put it on there. It's free, and you need it on your phone too. It will also work on Android. I believe you can install Google Earth on Android, but what you want to do is run this Google Earth on your browser like I'm doing here, and let me just zoom out a little bit here and get started. So what I like to do is I go onto these maps or Google Earth here, and I just go exploring, and you can see all these off-road trails. You see all these trails and you go, I wonder where that goes to and stuff. And so I'll start exploring this crap. So that's how I found the Stinky River. Let me see where I'm at here. Okay, now for you local guys, down here is the north button. It's nice to face north always. And you can see I'm running 2D here right now, but I'll change on that back and forth. But I want to get a starting point for you guys so you can see where I'm at. For the local guys that are going to try this trail, you'll understand where we're at. And for the guys that are coming into town, it's going to be easy to find it too. But I'm going to start at this point because of this video. So here's the Maverick on your way out to Zion's. And what you can do is you take the little man right here in the corner and you click on him and hold him, and you bring him over. Any of these blue lines means the Google car has been through and taken photos. So you can put him down in the street view here, and you can see, again, what you do is you grab the screen and turn it. There's the Maverick right there, heading out towards Zion. So click the man, we'll go back into the sky again. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, where you can see you climb out of the hill, go past the Leverkin shooting range right up here, and you continue this way. So I already know where I want to start here, and it's down about it's right here. Sorry, bear with me. I'm new at this type of video, and I'm also new at narrating. I do not like to do that, so please bear with me. But from exploring, I knew that this is where I wanted to start from. So now this is the process of how you make the maps. So you want to start right down here in the corner, add a place mark, bring it over and put it right here. And the last trail map I made was Western Trail. We don't want to do that. We want to save it as a new project, and we will call this one Stinky River 2, and we'll save it. And then they'll ask you, what do you want to call it over here? And so we'll just say Return to Stinky River. Just enter. Okay, see what I did here? I like to close this every time I do something over here. You have to do it a few times to make it close, but open it back up. Now, I'm zooming out with the wheel, zoom in and out, the wheel on your mouse. And another thing you can do is change it to 3D, which is very nice. And you can see all these trails out here. I'm grabbing the screen and pulling it towards me, and that'll stop it from rotating. So you can see a bunch of people out here already camped out. I call these the gypsies. A lot of these guys are camping on their way to Zion's. Some of these guys stay there for as long as they can before someone tells them, hey, you can't stay here forever. That's why I call them the gypsies. So what you want to do is come back over here. This is where you're going to draw a line. So click on that, and you are going to start right here. And I just start following the trail. Really simple. We'll just go right through all this stuff. Now see, I can still move around without clicking. Every time I click, it leaves a spot on the trail. Let me zoom out a little. Zoom back in. You see, it's making the trail there. But if I made a mistake, I can always push Control-Z, and that'll erase the last marks I made. See? So don't worry if you make a mistake. So let's go through the gypsy camp. I know from the past that I want to go down this trail here. Okay, so we'll just keep on continuing here. You can zoom in and get every little turn and detail like this if you want, or you can make it more vague. Make longer lines. Now, what you want to do sometimes is you'll click on the screen and hold it and press Control button down, and you can move it like this. Alright, so back to making this trail. Looks like there's a couple alternatives here. It's fun to explore this stuff on Google Earth because you see all these canyons and stuff right here. Watch what happens when I go back to 2D and then go back to 3D again. It will start doing a circle around this area. And I can just click and stop at any time and then zoom in by the wheel. See, I accidentally clicked out there and that was a mistake, so I'm going to push Control-Z and that'll erase that, and then I'll go back to making my trail. So I do like to do it sideways a lot like this because you can get long sections. I'm just grabbing the screen and moving it towards me. So just grab the screen and move it, and then just keep clicking on the trails. This is a really easy one. See, our goal is going down here. So I'll zoom out a little. This is a short trail, but it's really cool, especially when you get down to the bottom of the river. There's that swimming hole that has the swing on the tree there. And that little dam, I think it's some kind of divergent dam that's down here. Okay, so there's two ways to go from here. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. One of the ways is you go and you cross the river and you go this way to the Stinky River, because it doesn't all stink up here, just down by the sulfur water that bubbles out. The other way to go, and there's only one way out, so you got to come in the same way you're going to go out. So don't worry about getting lost on this one. The other cool spot is where that pond or the dam is. And so I'll take you to this one first. Move it. I discovered this spot from watching one of Matt's off-road recovery videos, and he was digging someone out from down here. And I thought, man, that's a cool spot. I want to go check it out. So, little rocky right through here, and this is the spot where the photo is from the video, this picture right here. So back to this. So that's as far as I want to go with this trail. So I'm going to press enter, and it's going to, I want to save it on the Stinky River. Where did it go? Oh, here it is, Stinky River 2. Where did it go? Sorry. Oh, there it was. Seen it a second ago, I thought. Annoying. Oh, right at the top. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Why didn't that work? Stinky River 2. We're going to call this pond. Alright. And then over here you see, that's the name of the, I shouldn't call it a pond. Right. Trail to pond. And you can change the color of that to like red, purple, blue. But I advise sticking with the yellows because you can see them better with all the glare on your phone. It'll also work on pads, iPads, and probably other tablets. So I'm going to zoom out, and you're going to see I just made that trail right down to the Stinky River. And I could finish right there, but I'm going to show you guys the other spot where the Stinky River actually is. And that's where you go down here and cross the river. And I'm just going to zoom out and show you. This is the exploring part before you start making lines. Just start following these trails and see where they go. You see this up here? It looks like a trail. It's actually an old canal. Old canal by the pioneers, or real old timers. But we'll come back and finish making this trail in a second, but I want you to see. It's a really cool little ride going next to the Virgin River the whole time. And then it ends up right here. And this is what I call the Stinky River. This is where all that water is bubbling, or something's bubbling, gas is bubbling out of the water and the rocks, and it's really stinky, the sulfur. This is all like the volcano area around here. So let's go back quickly and try to make this map so I can show you the way that you finish these maps. So we'll start a new trail down here. Click the button, and we're going to start right where this one leads off and start going. This river, when I crossed it, was pretty deep in this section. I had more water come in my cab than I've ever had crossing any river, but it was no problem crossing it. It was just deep. So we want to go across here. And you can, I'm not going to make a line, but I'm just going to show you. This road does go back this way, but it dead ends right here. So it's a cool little ride to do. You probably want to explore all these sections if you do this ride. Let's start trying to make this line go faster. I started doing this before I went to the Barracks Trail. If you guys are familiar with that trail, and I'd heard so much about the sand hill being a nightmare and you can't climb it unless you have a turbo. I was really worried that I'd go all that way and not be able to make it back. So I decided to find an alternative loop route, and I started doing this, exploring on Google Earth until I was able to come up with a really cool way to do the Barracks as a loop. And you guys have probably seen that video. If not, you should. And also, you should subscribe if you haven't. I have not a ton of subscribers, about 550, but only about 2% of those people actually watch my videos. So a lot of people watching aren't subscribed. If you don't mind, please subscribe. It helps keep me motivated. I'm not looking for money in any way, but sometimes it helps keep me motivated. Sometimes you spend a lot of time on these trail ride videos and a lot of time editing the video, and only 100 people watch it. So I appreciate any help you can give me. So here we are. We're at the end of the trail. So this is the Stinky River. This is where you want to go. We'll give it one more dot and then enter and save to project Stinky River 2. We're saving it. And we're going to call this path to Stinky. And I'm actually going to make this one red so you can see the difference for the video's sake. Okay, close this little side window one more time. I'm going to zoom back out, and this is going to be, this is a smaller one, the whole map. Turn to Stinky River. Let me go north again. See town of Liverkin. Turn to Stinky River. You trail down the canyon. It is a steep, rocky road. Do not go down there without four-wheel drive because you won't make it out. You'll be calling Matt. So then the trail continuing down to the actual Stinky. So this is what you do from this point. You want to go to this tab right here. Okay guys, sorry about that. I got it figured out. What you want to do is, I wasn't on the right Stinky River. So what you want to do is click on this more action and export as KML file. You see, then it'll download it, Stinky River. So you can either open your download folder, and it's going to be right there, or from that box that was just flashed down. So let's bring back up the Stinky River and downloads. Click on it. It's going to open up Google Earth, the app. Okay, that works as far as looking at it. It doesn't work as good as far as making the map. So here you go. See, there it is. The map I just made. This was showing all white. It's not as good as the other one, but just to show you, that's how it works. Okay, so I'm going to close this, discard, and then I'm going to show you what you need to do next. Okay, so what you're going to want to do now is you want to take that file and email it to yourself and then open it up on your phone. So I'm going to need another camera to show you how I do that. Not a screensaver part of the video, but I have a ton of these maps I've already made. A lot of people will ask me about the trails and how to do them, and I say to them, if you contact me or message me on Facebook, then I will send you the file and you can open it and try to describe it. So what I'm going to do now is like offer that to anybody. If you want to see the trail, and if I have it and you're serious about it, then contact me on Todd's KRX Utah Ride Side by Sides, message me, and I will get your email address from you and send it to you. The reason I do it like that is so you don't put your email address on my comments on the channel, and also I don't want my email address up there. So if you do Facebook message me, I will send you a file. So just so you know. So what you want to do now is click on the file. It'll look all gibberishy, but go ahead and upload it with a little square in the up and click on Google Earth. Again, you need Google Earth on your phone. I am using a recent one I made out of Coral Pink Sand Dunes to show you an example. I haven't sent the Stinky River over yet, but that's how you do it. Okay, after you've sent it to your phone, then you want to click on the attachment and it'll pull up the KML file. I like to save mine in my files folder on my iPhone and pull up my favorite trails. They don't take hardly any memory at all. You can see 35K, 7K. I haven't sent the Stinky River yet, but I wanted to use this sample. So like, here's your coral pink sand dunes. You would just click on that. You see the little square with the arrow. You want to click on that, and it's going to bring Google Earth. You want to click Google Earth, and you can see it'll pull up the map that you just made, or whichever one you're putting in, which on this example is a map I made up at Coral Pink Sand Dunes to explore the back trails. So that's it.